Welcome to the Financial Planners Southeast Asia podcast, a show dedicated to driving the positive evolution of financial advice, specifically within Southeast Asia. To join a global community of financial advisors sharing and learning with one another to drive the positive evolution of financial advice, head to xyadvisor.com. Welcome to another episode of the FY Advisor Southeast Asian podcast. Gwen here, and today I'm with a very amazing financial advisor. She's young and she's making a name for herself in the industry. So I'd like you all to welcome Hannah. So hi, Hannah. How's it going?
Hi, Gwen.
So welcome to the podcast. So you're one of our very first episodes here in the podcast. How are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
Doing great as well. So we've actually talked about a few things before we started recording, right? So, but I just want to introduce you to our listeners as well. So, Hannah has been in the industry since 2019. But what was interesting about that is she started really young. So she started 21 years old. So, Hannah, can you tell us about that? Like, why did you start early? Like, what happened that made you start in the financial advice industry so young?
I started young because I learned financial literacy when I was like 18, and I also practiced that. I also want to impart it to other people for being financially literate. That's why I myself joined in the financial advice industry.
That's really great because I know for a fact that when I was 21 years old, I had no financial literacy whatsoever. So I'm really happy that, like, when I heard that you started when you were 21 years old, I was like, yay, that is actually like the goal for like financial advisors here in the Philippines, right? So for the younger Filipinos to start getting the financial literacy early on so that they can get ahead in building their wealth, in paying off any debts, or steering clear of any bad debts and anything that associates with debt and lack of insurance. So you started at 21 years old and you're still in the same company, right? You're in Philam right now.
Yes, that's correct. Our current client is actually millennials, Filipino millennials. Yes, so we target young people, especially those fresh graduates. We do financial literacy most of the time, pre-COVID.
Yes. So I know that you guys, you and your partner, by the way. So Hannah has a partner slash partner in life. So business partner slash partner in life who's working as a financial advisor as well. And together they set up like financial literacy seminars, right? I know that you've had those before COVID. So right now, since your targets are millennials and you can no longer do those face-to-face seminars, like what do you do to continue your financial literacy program?
Right now, we are doing it over Zoom. And we do have private groups on Facebook that we regularly post regarding finances, investments, and the like.
Yes, that's the Financial Coach Duo, right?
Yes,
For,
that's
for
correct.
for you and your partner, right? So, and this is very interesting to me because I know that there are some people out there who find it difficult to work with their partners, but you seem to work really well together. So, like, do you have a certain strategy on how you're able to manage your business together very well?
The moment that we both met, I was looking for an insurance myself. So, yeah, and then when we were like boyfriends and girlfriends, we share the same passion towards financial literacy. So I think
Mm.
we don't have conflict, or it's not difficult for me to deal with him regarding our advocacy, because
Ah,
both of us, yeah, really have the same vision and goal.
that's good. So both with the same vision. Now that's really great when you're starting out with your business. But so he was a financial advisor first. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. I
Ah.
was actually a client. Yeah.
Mm.
And
Ah, so
and
you
he
were
was
his.
my, yeah, financial advisor. Yes. And then
That's
he was
so
just referred by a friend.
so it started with the financial advice. That's
Yes.
amazing. That's very interesting. I actually didn't know about that, and we've been talking for a while now about your partner. So I'm actually wanting to get him on board the podcast soon. So I hope that I get to talk to him soon. But when you were starting out, so in that case, when you were starting out, 2019, your partner was the one who helped you start in the financial advice or as a financial advisor. Is
Yeah.
that?
He gave me tips to
Mm,
succeed in the financial advice industry. Though we were in the separate companies way back then, but
mm,
yeah, he really did mentor me.
that's really nice. And what were the struggles that you were facing when you were just starting out?
It was like talking to clients, because since I'm new in the industry, like they're not very well versed of me yet that I'm with Philam already, or I am a an advisor already. So that was
Mm.
the first struggle I had.
And how were you able to overcome that? Like, because I know that there are a lot of most of our viewers, I think, are going to be people who start out as a financial advisor. So
Mhm.
I'd like them to know, like, how were you able to overcome not being known as a financial advisor and reaching out to prospective clients?
Well, everybody starts from like scratch or from nobody, right? So we just gotta make a name for ourselves, like through social media or referrals from your close friends. Because for me, my first clients were my friends, so they
Mm,
referred me to their friends, and then my name, or yeah, my name being a financial advisor, is already well known to other people. So that's
mm.
how, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So you do start out, I think, here in the Philippines. I don't know with other countries yet, but I've noticed a pattern that here in the Philippines, we usually really start to make a name from ourselves through our friends, our families, and because I remember a friend of mine who is an Australian financial advisor said that he would never provide financial advice to family because it does get complicated, but it's the opposite here in
Here,
the
yes, that's
Philippines so
true.
far with the people that I've interviewed and asked the question. So that's true. I know that most of the financial advisors that I know as well start off with their family and friends being their clients as well. So now that you have your ideal client, so how were you able to like determine your ideal client as well? Like, did it become like a natural thing for you to target millennials, or did you really think it through that I really want to like focus on helping millennials with their financial advice? Or like, how did that work for you?
I really wanted to target millennials because, as what I can see, most of my friends isn't like financially literate, and most of the millennials only think like YOLO or something like that. But me, in a matured perspective, or yeah, my mindset is way matured. um
Mm,
I want them to have the best future. That's why I really want to to target millennials because it is also young. It is also easier for them to start saving because they don't
Mm.
have much responsibilities, and then the earlier they get responsible with their money, the happier their marriage or their future will be.
Yes, so
Mhm.
I truly agree with that. And so because you're targeting millennials that don't really have isn't really financially illiterate, because let's face it, here in the Philippines we don't have financial literacy embedded in our school system. So um, in that case, that's why you hold on. You hold seminars about financial literacy. So aside from that, and I know that's where you get potential clients, right, through your seminars.
Yes,
But
that's correct.
aside from, like, what's the turnaround for a seminar? Like, how many clients do you typically get with a seminar?
Usually, when we do a seminar, we usually pool the people. Like we need to target 50 people, and then the conversion for that from 50, it will be around like 20 clients who will, yeah, be our clients.
Well, that's really great. So in that case, doing seminars for financial literacy actually gives you a really great turnaround,
Yeah.
because from 50 people who attended the seminar, you get 20 clients. So that's a really good turnaround. And so those would definitely refer you to other people, right?
Yes, because most of our seminars are really knowledge based and from experience, and based from the reviews. Because after our seminar, we always ask them for reviews. It's always good.
Yes, I know, because I've looked through your Facebook page, the Financial Coach Duo, and you already have 1,800 likes. So I'm sure that there are a lot of good reviews there. So this is how you target your ideal clients, right? By doing seminars. But how do you reach out to them? Like, how do you get people to come to your seminar in the first place?
We post on social media the benefits or the advantages of what they are going to get if they are going to attend the seminar. Yes, and of
Oh, so
course,
you
yeah.
you use social media, Facebook?
Yes, Facebook mainly, and our seminars are for free, so we don't
Mm,
charge them anything. Yeah, that's the
mm.
advantage. Yeah, when we do seminar because it's for free, so they could learn for free. So why wouldn't they
I
attend? It's for free anyway.
I definitely agree with you that a lot of people would really be enticed with a free seminar, because I know for a fact that before I got into becoming really like borderline obsessed with financial literacy,
Mhm.
when I first started out, I also had the privilege to go to one of the seminars for a financial advisor here in Cebu as well.
Mhm.
They're also like a bit famous here in Cebu. I think I think you're familiar with them, Haruhai Life.
Ah, yes, from Sun Life.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay, so they're from Sun
yeah.
Life. So
They
yes, so
also attended our seminar actually.
ah, cool. So yes, and that was one of the first like financial literacy seminars that I was able to attend online, and it was also free. And they did provide really good, like, basic information about financial literacy. So I'm sure
Mhm.
it would be the same for you as well. But in that case, you mentioned that out of 50 attendees, you get 20 clients. So do you
Yes.
have like a flow on, or do they go through a certain type of program from being like an attendee of your seminar to being a client? Like, do you have any additional processes for those people?
We don't have processes, but once they become our client, or even if they don't really become our client yet, we do mentor them,
Mm,
especially on the investment side. Yeah, like stocks, bonds, and how to like grow your money, like credit cards, because most of the people think that like credit card is like a bad debt, right? But in
mm,
fact,
yes.
you can really take advantage of credit card. Yeah, so that's one of like the things that our clients really liked about our seminar, and then that's why like the conversion rate is high, because we have a lot of segment in our seminar. It's not just about life insurance, but it's a overall financial aspect.
All right. So you actually provide like an overall financial wellness
Yeah.
to your attendees. Yeah, that's a really great idea because I know like from experience that for most seminars that I've attended to, they just focus mainly on insurance. So
Yeah.
you actually your partner actually go ahead and educate people not just in insurance but
Yeah.
investments, stocks, and
Mhm.
even credit management. So
Yes, that's correct.
that's very interesting, and
Mhm.
I can see why people would really want to be your clients. So
Yeah.
and I've seen in your profile that you're also like aside from being a financial advisor, you're also an investment property consultant. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, so basically that's a real estate salesperson. So I sell house and lot or anything, any real estate. And yeah, we do have a business. It's a rent to own business. We find it really profitable. So that's why we ventured out into real estate, because we also wanted to share it to people that they can really make good money out of real estate, especially condominiums. When you let it like rent to own basis, not just Airbnb, it's really profitable. Especially this pandemic, Airbnb is not doing good, right? Because daily rentals are not allowed. Rent to own is really great for any season,
Yes,
because you
I
will have
agree.
long term passive income.
Yeah, and when did you start? Like, when did you realize that you wanted to become an investment property consultant? Is it the same time as being a financial advisor?
Actually, I started when I was 18 years old. Yes, it
Oh,
became my side hustle when I was in college, because I'm the one who is paying for my tuition.
all right. So this was your side hustle as an investment property consultant at such an early age, 18. So, and you're licensed, like you're a licensed broker as
Um,
well, right? Is that
Registered. Registered
registered?
broker, yeah.
Right. And you started at 18. Ah, that's very interesting. And you've paired it with you becoming a financial advisor. So
Yeah.
is that like something that you've planned to do? Because I know that investment in property and financial advice does go along together.
Yes, I have planned that, because I really do value insurance as well, because my both of my parents died of cancer, and then they don't have insurance, so we need to like sell our lot just to pay for the chemo. And then as I
Mhm.
grew up, I realized that having insurance is really the best thing to do to preserve your wealth.
I agree. So that's what happened to me too. Actually, my when my dad died, there were still bills to pay, and because they had no insurance,
Mhm.
um, I had to pay for everything as well. So I do understand. I think most of the financial advisors here, or at least so far that I have interviewed or have talked to casually, they usually started financial advice because of what happened to like their parents or from like a close family member, like a sad story about not being able to find the money when disaster struck. And so it's very interesting that you had to go through that to
Eventually.
losing your parents as well, and you became aware of the need to be financially literate
Yeah.
and to actually,
Mhm.
really take care of your money. And now you're an investment property consultant and a financial advisor. So, like, you not only advise people with regards to how they can get the best insurance, or how they can handle their debt, you can also advise them on the best investments or properties to get to the market, right? So how do you see yourself now, or like what are your plans for this year for both, property consulting and financial advice, now that we're in the like we're still in this COVID situation and we're on lockdown? How do you see yourself running your business?
I would be running my business virtually still. Good thing is that IC or insurance commission here in the Philippines is still allowing advisors to virtually sign papers and
Yeah.
clients as well. Yeah, so that's one advantage that we don't need to go out our house to meet up a client because there's technology. And as well as
Yes.
for my real estate business, we can do it online. So most of the time, I'll be doing it online.
Ah, that's good.
Mhm.
So you like, there's no real need to go to the site like while you're doing consulting work. You can just do it online
Yeah.
now. But how do you do, like do you still do ocular inspections if like if a prospective client want
Real
to
estate.
check the property?
Yes, yes, if the client really insists, then we will do that by appointment basis. Most of the client right now, most of my clients, as my experience, they will go to the site by themselves and then they will contact, yeah, us for reservation, or sometimes they will just ask for pictures or 360 view of
Mhm.
the unit, and then yeah, it suffices them, so there's no need to,
Ah,
yeah, go to the site.
oh, that's good. So technology has really helped you in like streamlining your business, and it's very helpful that you are pro technology as well, because I know that there are other people like financial advisors who are having a difficult time adjusting to like doing seminars
Mhm.
online, or like meeting up for an online coffee with prospective clients. So I'm glad to know that you're having, or you've streamlined your process so that everything can just go online. Now, how do you see yourself, even if outside of the pandemic, and everything goes back to normal, do you think you'd still like prefer doing these online meetings with your clients, or do you, or can't
Yeah.
you wait to get back to the outside world and meet them in person?
Yes, I also think it depends upon the client whether they want to meet online or virtually. I am either of that. I am flexible because I
Mm,
always I always go with what the client thinks it's best for him or her. And also,
mm,
it's really nicer to meet in person because it's really just different if you guys have physical appearances and talk,
mm.
yeah, physically. And also, the disadvantage of doing it online is there are distractions that might cause the client to not listen well, or your message or the message that you deliver to the client will not be totally comprehended, something like that. Mhm.
I understand. Yes, I agree. I think so. And I think the one of my friends who's also a financial advisor would agree with you as well, that there's no beating the human touch. So
Mhm.
he's also excited to get up there and meet his clients again, in the office. Now, I don't want to keep you here, Han. We've been talking for a while now,
No,
but I would.
I really enjoy talking with you.
Yeah, so we haven't really talked in like forever. I think the last time we talked was last year, right?
Yes,
So
quite
it's
a
actually
while.
good to catch up as well. But for those of the like our listeners out there who are starting out, or they're stuck in their business, like, are there any like advice that you'd like to give them in order to, reach their ideal client? Because I know for you, you've already found yours, but how, like, any advice that you can give them in order to reach their ideal clients?
First of all, they need to start because starting is always the hardest part
Mhm.
of getting something ahead, and also always go back to your why. Like, why do you want to do this, or why do you want to reach to that client? Because it will always give you the motivation to do so. So that's what I'm always doing, because I really want to like motivate millennials to be financially literate, not just about insurance, but about the totality of financial literacy.
All right, thanks so much, Han. So I'm really happy to know that a person who's still in their early 20s actually is really very passionate about financial advice. I know that that is also like my personal goal, to be able to
Mhm.
educate other people, especially the millennials, like the new generation of Filipinos specifically, with like the perks of being financially literate
Yes,
and
yes.
actually following through with, your financial goals, and how it can positively impact your life. So I'm really happy that there is one more person out there who I can trust that will continue that advocacy. So thank you so much, Hannah,
Thank you
for
so much, Jen.
joining me.
I really
Have a good
enjoyed this
one.
podcast. Looking
Yay,
forward
yay.
soon.
Yes, we will do that soon.